What would you do if, without any warning, everything you cared about vanished in a single day? If your family was taken from you, your home reduced to ruins, your possessions wiped away, and your body left broken and weak? What if the people you expected comfort from blamed you instead? And what if, through all of it, heaven seemed silent? Would your faith survive? Long ago, in a land called Uz, there lived a man named Job. He was known as a man of integrity, honest, faithful, and deeply devoted to God. He avoided evil and lived with reverence toward the Lord. Job was also greatly blessed. He owned vast lands, countless livestock, and employed many servants. He had 7 sons and 3 daughters, and his household was full of life and joy. Among all the people of the East, Job was regarded as a man of great honor and respect. One day, in the heavenly realm, the angels gathered before God. Among them was Satan. The Lord asked him, "Where have you been?" Satan replied, "I have been traveling across the earth, moving back and forth through it." Then God said, "Have you noticed my servant Job? There is no one like him on the earth, upright and faithful, a man who fears God and turns away from evil." Satan answered, "Does Job honor you for no reason? You protect him, bless the work of his hands, and surround him with favor. Take away those blessings, and he will curse you to your face." The Lord replied, "Everything he owns is in your power, but you must not lay a hand on him." Not long after, on what began as an ordinary day, disaster struck. A servant rushed to Job, shaking and breathless. The oxen were plowing and the donkeys grazing nearby when raiders attacked. They killed the servants and took everything. I alone escaped to tell you. Before he finished speaking, another messenger arrived. Fire fell from the sky. The sheep were burned, the servants destroyed. I am the only one left. Then another ran in. Attackers swept in, stole the camels, and slaughtered the servants. I barely escaped. Finally, one more messenger spoke. Your sons and daughters were gathered together when a violent wind struck the house. It collapsed. They are all gone. In a single moment, Job lost everything. He rose, tore his robe, and shaved his head in sorrow. Then he fell to the ground, not in anger, but in worship. I entered this world with nothing, and I will leave it the same way. The Lord gives, and the Lord takes away. May his name still be honored. Later, Satan again appeared before God. Once more the Lord spoke first. "Where have you been?" Satan replied, "Moving throughout the earth." God said, "Have you considered my servant Job? Despite everything he has lost, he still remains faithful. Satan answered, "A man will give up anything to save his own life. Stretch out your hand, touch his body, and he will curse you to your face." The Lord replied, "You may afflict him, but you must not take his life." Soon after, Job was struck with severe illness. Painful sores covered his body, from head to toe. His skin cracked, burned, and bled. Every movement caused agony. Broken in body and spirit, Job left the city and sat among the ashes, where refuse was thrown away. With a shard of broken pottery, he scraped his wounds, searching for relief. His wife, overwhelmed by grief, looked at him and said, "Why do you still hold on to your faith? Curse God and be done with it." Job answered softly, "You speak as one who has lost wisdom. Should we accept good from God, but refuse hardship?" Even then, Job did not sin with his words. When 3 of Job's friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, heard what had happened, they traveled together to comfort him. When they saw him from a distance, they barely recognized him. They wept aloud, tore their robes, and covered their heads with dust. They sat beside him for 7 days and 7 nights. No one spoke, because his suffering was overwhelming. Finally, Job broke the silence. He wished the day of his birth had never happened. He longed for rest and questioned why he had ever been born. Eliphaz spoke first. "No innocent person suffers like this. God corrects wrongdoing. Surely you have done something." Job answered, "You turn my pain into proof. God knows my heart. Even if he slays me without explanation, I will not lie." Bildad followed. "God is just. Perhaps your children were punished for their sins. If you were truly righteous, God would restore you." Job cried out, "You accuse the dead and mock the living. If only God would answer me, but he feels far away." Zophar added harshly, "You deceive yourself. God sees your guilt. Repent before it is too late." But beyond their voices, God was listening. Then, from a powerful storm, the Lord spoke. If this story is speaking to your heart, take a moment to support this channel. These videos take time, prayer, and effort to create. Your subscription helps us continue sharing powerful stories like this. Subscribe, like, and share. The Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind. "Who is this that darkens my counsel with words without knowledge? Brace yourself like a man. I will question you, and you shall answer me. Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me if you understand. Who marked off its dimensions? Surely you know. Who stretched a measuring line across it? On what were its footings set? While the morning stars sang together, and all the angels shouted for joy. Have you ever commanded the morning, or shown the dawn its place? Have you journeyed to the springs of the sea, or walked in the recesses of the deep? Have the gates of death been shown to you? Surely you know, for you were already born. God spoke of the stars, the rain, the lightning, and the animals of the earth. He spoke of lions hunting their prey, ravens crying out for food, and wild creatures living free. Every word reminded Job that God was present, powerful, and in control. Then Job answered the Lord, I am unworthy. How can I reply to you? I put my hand over my mouth. I spoke once, but I have no answer. The Lord spoke again. Would you discredit my justice? Would you condemn me to justify yourself? Do you have an arm like God's? Can your voice thunder like mine? Job answered, I know that you can do all things. No purpose of yours can be thwarted. Surely I spoke of things I did not understand, things too wonderful for me to know. Therefore, I repent in dust and ashes. After the Lord finished speaking, he turned to Job's friends. You have not spoken the truth about me, as my servant Job has. Offer sacrifices, and my servant Job will pray for you. Job prayed for his friends, and the Lord restored Job's fortunes. God gave him twice as much as he had before. He blessed Job with new children, new wealth, and long life. Job lived many years and died full of days. Job's story points forward to one who suffered without guilt, yet trusted God completely. Christ points to the cross and says, You are forgiven. You belong to me. Faith does not promise an easy life. Pain will come. Questions will rise. And in time, God restores. He brings hope from ashes and life from loss. You are not alone, and no storm is greater than God's love.